1968 Sutherland, with his student Bob Sproul, created the first virtual reality HMD, named the Sword of Damocles. This head mount connected to a computer rather than a camera and was quite primitive as it could only show simple virtual wireframe shapes. These 3D models changed perspective when the user moved their head due to the tracking system. It was never developed beyond a lab project because it was too heavy for users to comfortably wear. They had to be strapped in because it was suspended from the ceiling. Virtual reality is a simulated experience that employs 3D near-eye displays and pose tracking to give the user an immersive feel of a virtual world. Applications of virtual reality include entertainment, particularly video games, education such as medical, safety, or military. VR is one of the key technologies in the reality-virtuality continuum. As such, it is different from other digital visualization solutions, such as augmented virtuality and augmented reality. Currently, standard virtual reality systems use either virtual reality headsets or multi-projected environments to generate some realistic images, sounds, and other sensations that simulate a user's physical presence in a virtual environment. A person using virtual reality equipment is able to look around the artificial world, move around in it, and interact with virtual features or items. The effect is commonly created by VR headsets consisting of a head-mounted display with a small screen in front of the eyes, but can also be created through specially designed rooms with multiple large screens. Virtual reality typically incorporates auditory and video feedback, but may also allow other types of sensory and force feedback through haptic technology. PlayStation VR is a virtual reality headset developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment, which was released in October 2016. The headset works with the company's PlayStation. The PlayStation VR is a fourth video game console and is forward-compatible with PlayStation 5. Sony released its successor, PlayStation VR 2, in 2023, having sold at least 5 million PlayStation VR units worldwide. The PlayStation VR has a 5.7-inch OLED panel with a display resolution of 1080p. The headset also has a processor box which enables the social screen video output to the television, as well as process the 3D audio effect, and uses a 3.5mm headphone jack. The headset also has 9 positional LEDs on its surface for the PlayStation camera to track 360-degree head movement. PlayStation VR 2. The PlayStation VR 2 is a virtual reality headset for the PlayStation 5 and PC developed by Sony Interactive Entertainment and released on February 22, 2023. Development of PSVR 2 took about 6 years and was developed simultaneously alongside the PlayStation 5, with the goal to craft the perfect match of a console and a virtual reality device. At the 2022 Consumer Electronics Show, Sony announced the PlayStation VR 2 for the PlayStation 5. HTC Vive is a line of virtual and mixed reality headsets produced by HTC Corporation. The brand currently encompasses headsets designed for use with personal computers, as well as standalone headsets such as the Vive Focus line, Vive Flow glasses, and the Vive Elite XR mixed reality headset. The first-generation Vive was announced in 2015 as part of a collaboration with video game studio and distributor Valve Corporation, and implementing its VR software and hardware platform, Steam VR. The first-generation consumer model was released in April 2016. It has since been succeeded by newer models with upgraded specifications. HTC has also released accessories that integrate with the Vive and Steam VR, including sensors for motion capture and facial capture. Oculus Rift CV1, also known simply as Oculus Rift, is a virtual reality headset developed by Oculus VR, a subsidiary of Meta Platforms, known at the time as Facebook. It was announced in January 2016. Oculus Rift S is a discontinued virtual reality headset co-developed by Lenovo Technologies and Oculus VR. Announced in March 2019 and released that May, it is a successor to the original Oculus Rift CV1 model, with noted changes including a new inside-out positional tracking system with cameras embedded inside the headset unit. The Rift S received mixed reviews, with critics praising improvements in comfort and ease of setup due to the Halo strap and new tracking system, but characterizing the Rift S as being only an incremental upgrade over the CV1 and noting regressions such as a lower refresh rate and the lack of hardware adjustment for interpupillary distance. The Rift S was discontinued in April 2021. Oculus Go. The Oculus Go is a discontinued standalone virtual reality headset developed by Meta Reality Labs in partnership with Qualcomm and Xiaomi. It is in the first generation of Facebook Technologies' virtual reality headsets and the company's first device in the category of standalone VR headsets, which was a new category at the time of the Go's release. The Oculus Go was unveiled on October 11, 2017 during the Oculus Connect Developer Conference and released on May 1, 2018. Xiaomi launched their own version of the headset in China as the Mi VR standalone on May 31, 2018. The Go is an all-in-one headset, meaning it contains all the necessary components to provide virtual reality experiences and doesn't need to be tethered to an external device to use. It is equipped with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 821 chipset and a single 5.5-inch LCD display with a resolution of 1280 by 1440 pixels per eye and a refresh rate of 72 or 60 Hz, depending on the application. Oculus Quest. The first-generation Oculus Quest is a discontinued virtual reality headset developed by Oculus, a brand of Meta Platforms, and released on May 21, 2019. Similar to its predecessor, Oculus Go, it is a standalone device that can run games and software wirelessly under an Android-based operating system. It supports positional tracking with 6 degrees of freedom, using internal sensors and an array of cameras in the front of the headset rather than external sensors. The cameras are also used as part of the safety feature Pass-Through, which shows a view from the cameras when the user exits their designated boundary area, known as Guardian. A later software update added Oculus Link, a feature that allows the Quest to be connected to a computer via USB, enabling use with Oculus Rift-compatible software and games. Quest 2. Quest 2 is a standalone virtual reality headset developed by Reality Labs, a division of Meta Platforms. It was unveiled on September 16, 2020, and released on October 13, 2020 as the Oculus Quest 2. It was then rebranded as the Meta Quest 2 in 2022, as part of a company-wide phase-out of the Oculus brand following the rebranding of Facebook as Meta. It is an evolution of the original Oculus Quest with a similar design, but with a lighter weight, updated internal specifications, a display with a higher refresh rate and per eye resolution, and updated Oculus Touch controllers with improved battery life. As with its predecessor, the Quest 2 can run as either a standalone headset with an internal Android-based operating system or with Oculus Rift-compatible VR software running on a personal computer. The Quest 2 received mostly positive reviews as an incremental update to the Quest, but some of its changes faced criticism, including its stock head strap, reduced interpupillary distance options, and a new requirement for users to log in with a Facebook account to use the headset and Oculus services. The Quest 2 was succeeded by the Meta Quest 3 in 2023, but remained in production as a lower-cost model until September 2024, when it was replaced at the same price point by the Meta Quest 3S. Meta Quest 3. Meta Quest 3 is a standalone virtual reality developed by Reality Labs, a division of Meta Platforms. It was unveiled on June 1, 2023, and released on October 10, succeeding the Quest 2 as the third generation of the Meta Quest line. As with its predecessors, the Quest 3 is a standalone device running Meta Horizon OS, a derivative of Android open-source project. VR games and apps can be run natively on the headset, or streamed from a PC over USB-C or Wi-Fi. The Quest 3 features updated hardware with elements of the Quest Pro, including a thinner form factor and lenses, and additional sensors and color pass-through cameras intended for mixed reality software. The headset received positive reviews, with critics noting its slimmer build and performance improvements over the Quest 2, but panning its pass-through cameras for their clarity and a relative lack of MR experiences at launch, and its relatively unchanged system software. Pico 4. Pico 4 is a virtual reality headset developed by ByteDance. It is designed for virtual reality games and is only available in Europe and East Asia. The Pico 4 uses pancake lenses in combination with two small LCD displays, one for each eye, in the head-mounted display. This technology allows for a lighter headset with an increased image resolution. The pancake lenses have some drawbacks introduced by the light bouncing between the lens layers, but are generally considered to have fewer artifacts than the previously used Fresnel lens. Apple Vision Pro. The Apple Vision Pro is a mixed reality headset developed by Apple. It was announced on June 5, 2023, at Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference and was released in global territories throughout 2024. Apple Vision Pro is Apple's first new major product category since the release of the Apple Watch in 2015. Apple markets Apple Vision Pro as a spatial computer where digital media is integrated with the real world. Physical inputs such as motion gestures, eye tracking, and speech recognition can be used to interact with the system. Apple has avoided marketing the device as a virtual reality headset when discussing the product in presentations and marketing. The device runs Vision OS, a mixed reality operating system derived from iPadOS frameworks using a 3D user interface. It supports multitasking via windows that appear to float within the user's surroundings, as seen by cameras built into the headset. A dial on the top of the headset can be used to mask the camera feed with a virtual environment to increase immersion. The OS supports avatars, which are generated by scanning the user's face. A screen on the front of the headset displays a rendering of the avatar's eyes, which are used to indicate the user's level of immersion to bystanders and assist in communication. Like always, thanks for watching this video and see you soon for more interesting stuff. If you like this video, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. Thank you.